What are you doing?
I'm trying to spread awareness on civil rights.
Civil rights?
Yes, it's to end segregation. Black people are being treated very unfairly, and I feel obligated to try to stop that.
Why are they segregated? Why can't they be equal to us?
Many people in America, especially here in the South, think that black people should be treated unfairly just because of simple change of color of their skin.
But why? And isn't protesting kind of dangerous?
That's just how it is. We're trying to end it. 8 years ago, this ruled that schools are not allowed to be segregated anymore. Technically, you should be going to schools with colored children, but lots of states out here don't follow that. No one really seems motivated to take children into their schools.
But you are.
Exactly. First aside, I believe in equal rights after I witnessed Tom Robinson's trial. I shall never forget the injustice I witnessed that day. There's also others taking initiative. I'm sure you heard about some of them.
Like Martin Luther King?
Yes. Remember the Montgomery bus boycott? He was the one who organized that. It all started with Rosa Parks refusing to move to the back of the bus. 1 year later, the Supreme Court outlawed desegregation on buses.
That's good, right?
Yes, it is. We're very close to getting the government to outlaw segregation completely. But anyways, I better go.
Okay, be safe.
Hey man, this whole civil rights thing is stupid.
I know, my dad thinks that it's so bad that these colored people think they should have the same things as us.
Well, it's not that bad. Why shouldn't they have the same rights as us?
Because they're not as good as us.
Who said so?
It's common knowledge that they aren't the same as us.
My dad doesn't think so. He's going to spread more awareness for civil rights.
Well, in that case, I can't talk to you. My dad says that you people are a disgrace. Come on, let's get away from him. He's weird.
Yeah, I know, right? This reminds me, son. Look here at the newspaper.
What about it?
It says it plain and clear. The Civil Rights Act has been finally passed. Well, I wonder what took all those politicians so long.
So, why does that matter?
It matters because there are some things that are going to change. You need to help these colored people be integrated into the society.
Some people might be angry, and they might say mean things, but as my father told me, you just have to hold your head high and keep those fists down. What they say doesn't mean anything.
This act is also a huge step in accomplishing our goal of equality for all.
It doesn't really affect me. Besides, wouldn't it be really strange to have all these colored people in our community?
Don't give me any of that. It affects everyone, not just African Americans. Did you learn about the 14th Amendment? It guarantees equality for everyone. Did you forget what I told you about Tom?
Well, maybe I don't really care.
Now, Dill, calm down. And son, that's no way to talk to your father. I met the new neighbors today. They're black.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Are colored people allowed to buy the same houses now?
Yes, earlier this year they passed an act against discrimination when buying houses.
They're very nice people. They even have a son your age. You should go over and meet them sometime.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything the matter, son?
No, everything's fine. It's fine.
You sure?
I'm fine. Mom, Dad, today there were some new kids at school.
Yeah, this past week, the court ruled in favor of some students and their families over busing colored children to promote desegregation.
Oh, that makes sense.
Son, no matter how unenthusiastic you are about this, you gotta help the colored children be integrated into our society. Show them around. Make them feel welcome. Do whatever you can to help them feel part of this community.
Just step into their shoes for a moment. Think about how they feel. They're in a new town. They're unfamiliar with the people and they have no friends. You should do your best to help them.
Yeah, I'll try.
Dad,
Yeah,
today in school we were learning about the civil rights movement. You were growing up during that time. What was it like?
well, it was an interesting experience.
What do you mean?
It was interesting seeing all the ways the government stopped segregation. Step by step, they eliminated many forms of discrimination until whites and colored people were pretty much equal. They're even still debating a few racial issues today. Just a few months ago, there was a Supreme Court case that allowed universities to use race as a factor in application decisions.
This sounds so interesting. I wish I could have lived back then.
No, you don't. There was a lot of racial tension. My father was a white man who protested for civil rights in the South. There were lots of people at school who didn't like me at all because of what he did. Your grandparents would know more about it.
I should ask them. Grandma, Grandpa, Dad said to talk to you about the civil rights movement. We're learning it in school.
That's right, we grew up in the thick of it.
I did a lot of protesting back in the 1960s for civil rights.
I know, we learned about that. I want to know about your experiences.
Remember that summer of the Robinson case?
Yeah, I do remember that really well.
What do you mean?
Well, back in 1935, when I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, there was a court case involving a black man and a white man back in your grandmother's old hometown, Macomb. A white man accused a black man of raping his daughter.
What happened?
Well, my father, your great-grandfather, was a defense attorney for a man named Tom Robinson.
Well, Atticus did a fantastic job of defending the man. Without doubt that he was innocent, but the jury still found him guilty. I don't really know how that happened.
That's terrible. I can't believe that actually happened.
That's just how the country was back then. Macomb was a segregated town, and we couldn't do anything about it back then.
That's right. There was a lot of injustice back then. You just gotta understand that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, after reviewing the evidence, I have concluded that